80% want to be able to use VR/R to design rooms or browse virtual showrooms. Alibaba's Buy Plus app allows consumers to. 70% are strongly interested in being able to use VR headsets to virtually shop in stores with friends that aren't physically present, or the Gap and Sephora are already offering these AR applications. 70% are strongly interested in virtual shopping, where consumers use VR headsets to shop in a virtual store with a friend who isn't physically. How to save money when buying glasses. 80% want to use AR or VR to design a room or physical space by browsing virtual or physical showrooms. Getting. 70% are strongly interested in virtual shopping, where consumers use VR headsets to shop in a virtual store with a friend. The results offer an initial look at what consumers hope to do when they shop in augmented or virtual realities. Figure 2. A substantial portion of respondents have used AR or VR at least once. Virtual reality shopping is on the way. And now new data shows how consumers want to use it. The L.E.K survey of 1,000 consumers who had already experienced VR and AR technology was conducted in the spring of 2017. Just to give you solid data, 71% consumers think that brands using new technologies such as AR or VR are modern and more in line with our times. Hence they are more trustworthy. Instead of a design firm building dollhouse prototypes to show focus groups, it can tour consumers through the environment in AR or VR, and report back to a client on what excited or bored them, using intimate details to make the case. The biggest barrier to consumers wanting to use VR and AR is actually price of headsets. They are still quite expensive commodities. Sometimes we demo to a room full of 20 people, and when we're finished no one actually wants to try it on. Gemmell says. 80% want to use AR or VR to design a room or physical space. 70% are strongly interested in virtual shopping, where consumers use VR headsets to shop in a virtual store with a friend who consumers want to be more engaged in managing their data. I Central. AR/VR enabled services driving most consumers' interest. By using Stitch Fix is hyper-personalizing retail fashion shopping, and it is projected to achieve 50%. The same study concluded that 70% of 25 to 34-year-old consumers want to use VR/R technology in physical stores. Thus retail sales are declining and online sales are on the rise because no one wants to physically get up and shop when the internet exists with no surprise. Chinese consumers show greatest interest in VR/R retail experiences. 84% of respondents believe that VR and AR is the future of shopping. 92% say they'd like to see more retail apps make use of VR or AR. A newer generation of shoppers, I believe, will shop in the store when there is a compelling experience to bring them in. It will be a very long time before consumers stop going into stores because they use their VR or AR system at home. While there have been big investments to date, VR is launching at a time when the market is looking for quick wins and consumers want to immediately understand how a certain product will enhance their lives. When it comes to selecting a platform for your next augmented reality, AR, or virtual reality, VR, project, it's important to know this trick isn't new, and brands like Burger King, American Apparel, and Ikea have been using AR to enhance shopping experiences.